Welcome back to Cooking with Love. As I said before, we're going to do candied yams. And first, we're going to skin the potatoes. Now, a lot of folks like to use regular knives, but I like to expedite it a little bit by using a potato peeler. And it's so efficient, especially if you don't have a lot of time. So these potatoes, I'm pretty sure a farmer farm these with love because they're nice and healthy and they're pretty fat. But these potatoes, I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I probably want to just do 4, and we're going to go ahead and start peeling it. So something about sweet potatoes. I grew up eating sweet potatoes from my grandmother, and I know a lot of folks, they like to find a quick way of doing things, and sometimes you may get the candied yams in a can. However, there's definitely a different taste. Me coming from a family of cooks and being a cook myself, I go for taste and quality. It doesn't take long to cook these sweet potatoes. I'm gonna give you about 30 minutes if you do it right. And you have very, very less ingredients. We're gonna show you what you're gonna put in these candied yams. See how quick that is? It's not taking me any time to do that. So people just have to make sure that when you're serving meals for others, that it's definitely quality. And one of my motto is cooking with love and make sure it's with quality. So that this, I got 1 potato down. That didn't take, how long do you think that took? That didn't take long at all. Potato peel is the best thing you can get. So I got another one here, peeling that down here. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna wash these potatoes after we peel them. I've washed them before. My grandmother would take her time. I visualized her sitting down cooking and peeling potatoes. She likes to sit down and she gets it done. For some reason, I'm the opposite. I like to stand up and cook. My husband loves to sit down. A lot of chefs, they sit down and cooks and they sit down and get, whatever fits your boat or rock your boat. I like to stand up and get it done. I just feel like you're being lazy when you're not standing up, but it's okay. So I got this other potato down. Look how fast I'm going with this potato peeler. Not much at all. All right, so we got that one done. That's potato number 2. Now let me see. I think I want to try this one. This is a nice big healthy one. Like I said, I'm not going to use all of these. So this can be used with any side dish. You can use candied yams. Why we call it candied yams? I'm not sure. I guess because when you're cooking it, it's almost like a candy tasting ingredient. But you can call it sweet potatoes, candied yams, whatever you want to call it, it's all the same. I love color. Having sweet potatoes with any meal, it just brightens the colors up. Like you got big macaroni or anything like that. But we're going to be right back, guys, and we're going to have all these potatoes peeled. We are back. So we have all the sweet potatoes all peeled. It didn't take long at all. Now, the fun part is cutting them up. You can cut them up however you want. I cut them up as is, as it goes. I don't have a particular shape or size that I want them cut. Some people like them in circles, some people like them in squares, whatever fits your taste. So let's get it started. All right, so I'm cutting up my sweet potatoes. Now look, these look like round potato chips, right? Some people actually cook, I think my mother cooks them like this. She does. But I like to cut them, actually I finished cutting them in circles. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do after I cut them in circles. All right, make sure you get you a good knife that can really cut through sweet potatoes because it's pretty tough to cut through. It's not tender, it's, once you put them in the pot to cook them down, they're gonna get really soft. But make sure the knife can cut right through and you don't cut yourself. All right, I can smell these sweet potatoes already, guys. So now that I have them in circles, this first potato, this is what I normally do. I cut the circles in half. And then I cut them again. And then I cut them again. Isn't that fun? However size you want to have your sweet potatoes is up to you. So cut it down that way, cut it a little bit more. And we have these. These are some nice, really healthy potatoes. The color, there's no discoloration with them. So the farmer did a great job, right? All right, so got that over there. So let me just push this right over and get some more. You can have all different shapes and sizes, whatever you want. Now, the little parts, the end parts, you don't have to cook that. You can just put that to the side and discard that. If you don't like the ends of the potatoes, just kind of cut them off. You can throw it to the side there. So let's start from the end part this time. All right, here we go. And guess what, guys? The cook time is actually quicker if you cut them up smaller. Right, yeah. So that's why I like them smaller. And remember I said earlier that it may take about 30 minutes to cook them down. So if you cook them smaller, they will definitely cook in less time. Now, as you know, a lot of folks use sweet potatoes as whole. It's already sweet. And some people like to eat it whole, but I prefer to cut them up and cook them down. And also you can use sweet potatoes as a sweet potato pie. Now, if I was cooking a sweet potato pie, I actually would boil these potatoes whole. Yeah, and then mash them up. All right, guys, we are almost done with cutting up all these beautiful sweet potatoes. I'm so excited about how it's gonna look afterwards. All right, push that over a little bit. See, I got all different sizes here. One more to do. One more to do. Push that on the side. All right, and when we come right back, all of these sweet potatoes are going to be cut up. All right, we are back and the sweet potatoes are peeled and cut, and now we're ready to put it in boiling water. My water is already boiling, so we're gonna drop it. We had 4 sweet potatoes. All right, and we're gonna drop it right in there. Just make sure you don't let it splash on you. Just kind of gently get it in there. Yeah, there we go. All right. This is gonna be awesome. I'm trying not to let the water get on me, so that's why I'm moving a little slow. So we won't have that water get on us. All right. I could have just grabbed it with my hand, but I'm gonna do it the right way. And just slide it right on in there. All right, sweet potatoes, looking good. Candied yams. Sweet potatoes, AKA sweet potatoes. All right, here we go. Now, we got them all in there. Let's move this to the side. I have one casualty right over here. We'll just put him over there. Okay, now we're gonna add the ingredients that needs to go with these beautiful candy yams. So we're gonna go here and put some butter in here. All right, like a half a stick of butter. Then I have some ground nutmeg, just a little bit. Now listen, the thing about my sweet potatoes, I like them to stay at its original color, the orange, bright orange as much as possible. When you start putting nutmeg and other things in it, it darkens it, but it's up to you how you want it. So I'm just gonna put a little bit just for taste. Just a little bit, still gonna have that beautiful orange color. Then we're gonna put our vanilla extract in it, okay? I'm gonna put about 2 capfuls in there, okay? All right, got that. Okay, and I'm going to stir it up. All right, looks good. All right. Now I'm going to add my raw organic cane sugar. Okay, you can use white sugar, but I prefer to use the cane sugar. So we're going to put that. So I'm going to use about a cup. It depends on how sweet you want your sweet potatoes. So if you want them really sweet, with the 4 sweet potatoes that I put in here, you can do about 1.5 cups. So I'm just gonna do a cup. They're already kind of sweet, but we're gonna add a cup of sugar to it. Any type of sugar that you wanna add, name brand, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna put 1 cup in there for the amount of sweet potatoes that I have. And there we go. I'm just gonna stir it up there. Yep. And guess what, guys? Let this boil for about 30 minutes, and you got you some candied yams. We are back. They are ready. Look how beautiful they look, guys. Look at that. That's beautiful. And what you want to do is you want to get a spoon that drains the juice out of the sweet potatoes. All right, we're going to put that as a side dish right there. I absolutely love sweet potatoes, guys. I'm so excited about tasting them. I'm going to move it over here. And we're going to put some on this plate for our special guests that we're getting ready to talk with and sit down and enjoy a beautiful meal. All right, so we're going to put that to the side. Then I'm going to do the meat last. So we're going to get our green beans sauteed down. They're delicious with a little onions. Really simple meal, guys. Really, really, really simple. Healthy. String beans, green beans, whatever you want to call it. Like that. And now we're going to cut the chicken. Look how beautiful this chicken came out. Ooh, nice and warm. So we're going to cut a little piece of the breast off of here. Now this chicken, I'm going to show you on a later date awesome recipe to make a simple, beautiful baked chicken. So we're having this chicken with the sweet potatoes and green beans today, but I can't wait to show you the recipe. It's really simple, guys. So let's get on into cutting this chicken, this piece of breast off of here. Ooh. I don't know if my guest is going to eat this whole piece of chicken, but we're going to give her the breast part. Oh, that's beautiful, guys. Look at that. Oh my God. And guess what? I like dark meat, so I'm going to take this thigh, and that's going to be for me. All right, so now we're going to go over here and enjoy this meal. All right, guys, when we come right back, we're going to introduce you to our special guest, Miss Aquaya. We'll be right back. Beautiful meal, and I would like to introduce our audience to Miss Aquaya.
Hello.
Go ahead and introduce yourself to our audience.
Hello, I am Aquaya, singer-songwriter right here from New Orleans, Louisiana right now. So
this is a blessing that you decided to join us today. So let's dig right on in and have a little conversation.
Yes.
So tell us about your music career that's taken off by storm. I mean, you're really, your name is out there now. So tell us, what did it take and how long you've been singing, and just whatever you want to, tell us about yourself. And I love that hat you got on.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. One of my stylists from my video actually picked out the hats and stuff, so I said I was going to keep it.
I love the hats. I'm a hat girl. I love the hats.
Thank you. So right now, what I got going on, I have my new single out. It's called Habit, the Bounce Remix.
Habit?
Yes.
A bounce remix?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I had originally came out with the song Habit itself.
Mm-hmm.
But coming out with the song, it did pretty well. And I wanted, I guess because I'm from New Orleans, I just wanted something more like New Orleans. I wanted to feel like I did something really good. So I did that.
So what is the song about?
So the song basically is about, basically a sex addiction.
Wow. Okay, a sex addiction. Okay.
To like your significant other is basically like y'all want to be all over each other all the time. So y'all have a habit for each other and y'all meeting up in these different places.
Oh. Okay.
Like the song start off with like fly me out to LA and make some arrangements. So, let's go even further. We're gonna move away from New Orleans. Let's go to LA. Let's do some things that we never did before.
Sounds exciting. Where did this idea come from?
Well, I was looking at She's Gotta Have It.
Oh, I love that. I just looked at that movie a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Of course, it's over 20 years old.
Yeah.
But I actually sat down and watched it again. It's a brilliant piece of work.
Yeah, it is. I love Spike Lee.
Me too.
And so I started getting in more into like looking at black directors and black people
Yes.
doing things.
Okay.
So I started looking at it on Netflix, the TV series, and I just fell in love with how like Nola like kind of took control of situations, and she was able to be free without her being judged, and she was able to express herself. And I guess that's how it all came along to me.
Got you.
Yeah.
So by you watching a brilliant piece of work by Spike Lee kind of birthed your song.
Yeah.
So would you say a lot of your work you're inspired by somebody, or does it just come from you? Because for me as an artist, I get inspired by others as well. But then it comes, God plants a seed in you, and then it's manifestation after that.
Yeah. So basically, that's what it is. It's most likely every song that I have came out with recently, even the song before this, which was Rose Colored Glasses, they all was freestyles.
Rose Colored Glasses. Okay.
They all were freestyles, and it was only like Rose Colored Glasses was because I was feeling some kind of way about me dating somebody, and it's like I was looking at something in a different aspect than what it really was, and I had on these rose colored glasses. But then with Habit, it was like I had just got into this relationship with my boyfriend at the time, and so it was like we was doing things and doing stuff that we never did before, and so I was like, oh, like I feel like I gotta have it now, like, you know what I mean? I had to always be underneath him. I wanted to be around him.
Got
like
you.
So it was more not
so you guys
sexual. It was more intimacy.
Mental.
Yeah.
Because you can be attached to someone just by the intellect.
Yeah.
And they don't even have to touch you.
Yeah.
So you kind of dug deep and kind of like, I want this song for couples to hear.
Yeah.
And people that are in love.
Yeah.
And people that want to be in love.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what this song is. And you use a New Orleans flair with the bounce music, because bounce music
is huge.
Where was it born?
Here.
Okay. And other people trying to claim it, but it was born in New Orleans.
Yes.
So how long you been singing?
I have been singing professionally for the last 4 years.
And you knew as a child that was your gift? Because some people find their gifts later on in life. Some people know as soon as they out their mother's womb. So when did you find out that, hey, I have a gift, and others were maybe motivating you or telling you, you can sing, girl?
So early on, I knew I had the gift to sing. But I was always afraid because I was a little bullied.
You were bullied?
Yeah. So I was afraid. It was like, oh, because you sing like a church lady, and you big, you fat, and you sing like this. And I was always afraid to like even let people know who I was, because it was like every time I did something, they were like, oh, you're doing it this way. You need to do stuff like this. And I'm like, okay. So I went.
So you went through that. You went through that struggle.
Yeah.
Being bullied, messing with your self-esteem.
Yes.
But you overcame.
Right.
And here you are now.
Right. So I'm glad I made that decision to be like whatever to the whole situation and really focus on what I really wanted to do, what God had for me, like my purpose.
Well, I'm so glad you could join us. Tell our audience where they can follow you, where they can get your music.
Okay, so you guys can find me on Instagram and Facebook. It's Aquaya Music. That's AQUAYAMUSIC. All of the letters and words are together. You can find me on Spotify, Tidal, iTunes, everywhere that's streaming. My performance name is Aquaya, which is AQUAYA, and you can find me that way.
Well, we thank you for joining us, guys. Make sure you follow, click like, and follow us on YouTube with Cooking with Love. And we're going to see you next time. Let's finish up this awesome meal.